Yo, what's up? How's it going? I haven't made a video about this topic in a while. I've been really busy. I've been working a lot. And I like working a lot. I understand some people don't want to work a lot. But for me, it's almost just, I don't know, it's just in my DNA to want to keep producing, keep making more money. Then because I'm not married or have children or have a family, that all that extra money that comes into my bank account, I can do whatever I want with it. And just, but I digress. So this video is about, being in Dallas, like the pros and the cons from my perspective as a former New Yorker. I lived in New York City for 26 years from 1993 all the way up until 2019. So I do not know what happened during the pandemic. However, I do have family there. I do have friends there. And I'm as soon as I left New York City in June 2019, I already had understood what kind of tense atmosphere that New York City had. The tense, people, always looking over their shoulders. I'm looking over my shoulders. People getting stabbed, mugged, shot, raped, everything. you name it. All right. So with all that being said, before I even start, I'm going to tell you where I lived in New York City. I lived in Flushing, Queens. I lived in Bayside, Queens. I hung out in Jackson Heights, Elmhurst, Corona. I know that whole area. You know that whole area where you take the 7 train from Flushing Main Street? You take the 7 train, it takes you all the way to Times Square. I've hung out Roosevelt Avenue, all along Roosevelt Avenue, that is parallel with Northern Boulevard, and then I think it turns into Queens Boulevard. I know that whole area, all right? So if I say something that you might not like, you don't have to school me on how New York City is and blah, blah, blah. I know the whole deal, okay? I get it. I've also lived in Long Island. All right, I lived in Merrick, I lived in Freeport, Wantagh, Massapequa. I've hung out in the Roosevelt Field Mall. I've hung out in Freeport. I've hung out in Baldwin, Rockville Center. I get it, bro. You don't calm down, relax. All right. Before I say something, this is what I'm telling you. I know all these areas like the back of my damn hand. All right. Now, with all that being said, being here in Dallas, Texas, do I like it? No, I don't like it. I love it. I think it's great. I've been here for 3 years, and my life is affordable. I can own a home. I can buy my groceries without not caring. I can enjoy my things, enjoy my toys without not caring. Obviously, I always plan ahead, but it's just part of life. I don't have to live like I'm up to here in New York City with bills. You get what I mean? It's incredible. I feel just an overwhelming sensation of gratitude that I'm here. People here are a lot more nicer. Everything is just growing. There's more jobs. There's more opportunity. You do make less money. However, you get to keep more of it. New York City, you make more money, but you get to keep less of it because you have taxes. You have state taxes. You have city taxes in New York City. And you have federal income tax. Texas has no income tax. So you get to keep more of your money. All right? So I live in the Dallas area, north of Dallas, about 22 miles north of downtown. So, I love it here. I think it's great. The only con, maybe you do need a car. Where I live, the buses don't come around. However, there are some talks that with this city, with the city of Allen, that there might get a shuttle out here because I'm 5 miles away from the last train station, which is called the DART. Dallas Aerial Transit or something, Rail Transit or something like that. That takes you all the way down to South Dallas, and it goes right through downtown Dallas, the area that you would consider Times Square. All right, so I love it being here. I do not regret moving here. Do I miss Bayside, Queens? I lived there for a while. Sometimes I do. However, the sacrifice that I had to make into coming here and just figuring it all out. I don't regret that. I would never regret that. And not only that, you also have to be aware that when you come here, you're bringing a resume from New York. It doesn't even matter if you cleaned toilets in New York City. You have New York City in your resume. Employers will look at you first, which is kind of like discriminating against the locals. But your resume will pop up first. Your name will pop up first because you're from New York City. They know that you come here to work. They know you're not coming here to play games. And I hope if you're coming here to Texas, I hope you're not coming here to play games. I hope you're coming here to work, start a better life, and just, you know, continue with your life. And you'll notice that it's completely different here. Here, it's another planet. It's another world. It's a whole other world of people with their own opinions, their own lifestyles, and nobody cares what you do. Nobody cares who you are. Nobody cares what you do when you close the bedroom door. Nobody cares about that stuff. So I've noticed, and I still see that there are some people from New York City, including some of my own friends and some family members, that still keep that little mindset that they think that people in Texas, you know, they don't grow thumbs, if you know what I mean. They're less evolved, if you know what I mean. But no. Here, people just don't care what you do. As long as you're a nice person, you respect yourself, and you respect others. You have your boundaries, and you respect everybody's boundaries. Nobody cares what you do, bro. Nobody cares. What else can I say? My commute to my job is about 9 miles, so I get to ride my bike at least twice a week. Maybe sometimes 3 times a week. So I save up on gas. I like that. I don't mind doing that. And besides, I stay in shape and I stay healthy. Gas here dropped a lot. It's about $2.98. In some places, it's $2.89. All right? I don't know how much it is in New York City, but that's what I'm just telling you. If you do plan on coming here, I would recommend waiting a little bit more, maybe till next year. Don't come here during the fall, because some houses around the Dallas area are still at their peak price range with their peak interest rate. I would recommend that you just wait till the house market crashes, wait till all those prices come down. But however, be aware that the interest rate, excuse me, might go up. So just try to negotiate around that kind of budget. If you're gonna come here and rent, that's fine. I would also still just wait till the housing market crashes. I would also recommend, if you're gonna come here, bring at least close to $10,000, because you don't want to come here with $2 grand or $1 grand and just be like, oh, well, what happened? I thought, no. You have to be prepared. Come here, make sure you're licensed. You make sure you have your license. Make sure you paid all the tickets back in New York City with your license. Make sure you're coming here with as little debt as possible. Make sure you're coming here with as much money, as much savings as possible. And make sure you're coming here ready to work. And if you can apply before moving here, I would encourage that also. What do I do? What kind of work am I? I'm in the fitness industry. So I'm working a lot, and I love working a lot because it's bringing me a lot of money, and I can enjoy and not only do I enjoy what I do, but I just like working. I like producing. Also, you have to be aware that there's a lot of tech jobs. Tech is coming here. A lot of tech jobs are coming here. All right. It's incredibly insane, the amount of construction that's going on around me right now to this very second. If you only knew, if you were in New York City and you're during the pandemic, you were in your real shutdown. Here, it was not really shut down. There were still people building things, construction workers building buildings. Just keep it between you and me. I mean, the policies may have been written in paper, but nobody around here really followed them, because this is just Texas. This is just the way it is. Okay, so people are just like, oh yeah, whatever, nobody cares. So just letting you know that. So I live in, like I said before, I live north of Dallas, 22 miles. If you have any questions, if you're thinking about coming down here, you leave a comment down below. I will do my best to reach back as soon as possible, and I will also do my best to give you the most accurate, most detailed answer. And please, if you're in New York City and you are struggling, I understand how that feels, because the past 10 years of my life before leaving, I was struggling too. So I understand how that feels like. However, you have to take some responsibility and plan out your life and figure out what you want, where you want to go, and where you want to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be Texas. There's also other great states with less income tax, no income tax, less taxes, better way of living. You might make a little less, but just do your research. Here, what I can tell you, listen, I'm just some loser, and I still was able to come here and buy a home. My mortgage is $1025 right now, and I love it. All right, my monthly expenses are about $1550, $1580. You know what I mean? Compared to rent in New York City is what, $2,000 just for rent? Jesus, and you get a crappy room on top of that. If it's a room, some people just get a bedroom, if you know what I mean. So I understand how tough it is to live out there, but I would recommend hey, some people are comfy with that. Some people are okay living in New York City, just getting beat up on the head by taxes, and some people are just comfortable getting beat up in the subways too, and just going about their daily lives. Hey, that's all good. That's you, bro. That's what you like to do, like to live. I'm good. I'm just telling you. But if you really want to get out, I would suggest having everything in order. Everything in your life in order before you come here. And more than welcome to leave a comment, question, and ask, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right? Peace.